So apparently, Mike Malak, I think that's how you say his last name, he went on Jeff Wittek's podcast and they were talking about the Hassan situation. For those who don't know, it was a situation where Hassan was accused of shocking his dog on stream because the dog moved. We did a whole video about it where I showed you that I felt that Hassan was clearly guilty of what he did. Now, check out this clip because Mike appears to be defending Hassan, and then Jeff seems to actually call Hassan out for shocking the dog. So check this out.
Listen to me. So what that means is that every person who has an electric fence is as bad as Hassan.
Well, Hassan shocked the dog for getting off the bed 1 foot. Listen.
Yes, that part. Okay.
So Mike obviously is he starts off by defending Hassan by being like, oh, so that means if anyone else has a yard with a shocking system, then they're just as bad as Hassan. And then Jeff points out, well, no, because Hassan shocked the dog for no reason. The dog just moved its foot and Hassan shocked it. So Jeff so far is on the dog side. Let's keep watching.
Okay. That part is where the discussion comes into play.
He should be executed.
No. You're right. I was looking at that. I did see that, and I saw the dog, and it just looked like it just took like a little step off. Like I don't understand why it was shocked in that moment.
No, you know why it was shocked in that moment, because it took a little step off. And it's so weird to me that Mike says, okay, I did see that, and it did look like the dog didn't do anything. If you knew that and you saw that, then why are you defending him? Also, I do think it's respectable of Jeff to actually correct Mike and be like, well, no, because he shocked the dog for no reason. Because Jeff and Hassan, for those of you who don't know, are friends. Jeff has made it clear that he and Hassan are friends because when Ethan and Hassan are still feuding, but Jeff hung out with both of them, and Jeff made it clear that he wasn't going to pick sides because he was friends with both. So I'm just going to point that out. Let's keep going.
At all?
Yeah. I don't think
America's much more consequential violence.
Kyle.
Okay, they're about to watch the clip, so trigger warning to anyone who doesn't want to see the dog get shocked, because she is going to yelp. It's going to be playing right now.
What are you doing?
Okay, it's the same reason as to why America. Kaya, please just just stop.
Dude, it was just doing nothing. Yo, it wasn't even doing anything.
So I don't like how they're laughing about it, but they are pointing out that Hassan was wrong because they both said the dog wasn't doing anything. Mike clearly says that the dog wasn't doing anything. You can clearly see that from the footage, but let's keep going.
That's why.
So that was the part of the situation that was problematic, was that he did it for no reason.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I can't believe that had to be spelled out for Mike, by the way. Like, did he want someone to draw him a picture in crayon to understand that point? That a dog being shocked, and especially for no reason, is cruel? It's cruel on its own. But even to especially do it for no reason, which I'm glad Jeff corrected him, and I'm glad Jeff stood up for Kaya the dog and said, well, no, it's this reason, because most of Hassan's friends are backing him up and pretending he didn't do anything. But Jeff is saying, no, he did do something. He did shock the dog for no reason.
And
that makes sense.
I think they're thinking he's like, let me just use this dog as a prop in the background of my stream or something. That's where people are like, oh, you.
My apologies to the audience then.
So Jeff clarifies what people's issues are, because Jeff even brings up it's not just the shock, it's the fact that Kaya has to stay in the background for hours on end as like some kind of prop, can't move, can't leave, can't get a drink of water, can't go to the bathroom, can't do anything. And Mike then says, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I understand now. And then he apologizes to the audience, which he should apologize for misrepresenting the situation, because Hassan didn't just not do anything. Hassan shocked the dog. I know some people have come out and defended him. I'm looking at you, Adam McIntyre, who claims to love animals and has a bunch, and yet completely glosses over the fact that Hassan hurt multiple animals. We made a video on that, so I'll link that if you guys want to check it out. But let's continue.
I needed that context.
No, I don't give a
no. But
I'll still go cut Hassan's hair every once in a while.
So this is what I don't like about what Jeff says. Jeff takes the time to point out how Hassan was wrong, but then he says that he doesn't care, that he'll still cut Hassan's hair and still hang out with him and still associate with him. The thing that I don't like about Jeff is you can't The thing I don't like is that Jeff didn't have to say, I don't care, also do whatever. You should care. You should care about animals, especially since Jeff, who also claims to be a massive pet lover who has had dogs and has a dog now, you should care about the treatment and welfare of animals. You shouldn't just be like, well, I don't care. I just want the clout for cutting his hair. What is wrong with you?
Well, I'm not going to delete his number and block him because he shocked his dog. If you're streaming for 7 hours a day, you're going to do something dumb and bad, every single.
Well, maybe the reason Jeff says that and Jeff has that opinion is because Jeff himself in a 1 hour live stream, just 1 hour, not 7 hours, ended up doing the non salute. So maybe that's why he's defending Hassan, because Jeff himself knows that he has also done stupid things in the course of an hour. Let's take a look at that, just because Jeff wants to act like it's no big deal that this dog was mistreated or hurt. We're going to show what kind of stupid things Jeff has done.
So send off message to 9/11.
Single day of your life, everything's filmed.
Yeah, I think I think people have a special place in their heart for animals, and I can completely understand that and agree with that. Like, we saw obviously the situation between me and Ryan, and dogs are very important family members and very important like people or parts of people's lives. And so I understand that. I don't condone what he did in that moment.
Oh, see.
Well, good for Mike. I'm kind of surprised that I'm saying good for Mike and not good for Jeff, because at least Mike says, I don't condone what he did in that moment. Mike didn't say, I don't give an F. Mike said, I don't condone it. Dogs are important in people's lives. Dogs are important in general. I don't condone it. That's how you should be responding. Even though he seemed to be defending it before, the fact that he apologized for getting it wrong and said he didn't condone it is better than what Jeff just said, because Jeff argued in favor of the dog and said that what Hassan did was wrong, which is correct. But then for him to say, I don't care, I'll still do his hair, I'll still do whatever. Like, you're going to value clout and attention over what happened. Like, just call him out. What's the big deal? Just call him out. You call everyone else out for every little other thing. You called Mike out for being friends with Corinna. Like, that was a huge deal. But you won't say what Hassan did was messed up. I don't condone it. Instead, you're going to say, no, I'll keep cutting his hair because clout means more to me than the dog.
See, I shocked myself.
But now he's learned. I'm sure Hassan.
Look at how perfect my hair was.
You think he bought the dog like a Neapolitan Sunday or something like that, like to apologize?
No, he probably shocked her again a bunch of times off. Like, you fucking ruined my career, Kaya. Just holding the button down for like a minute.
Dude,
and she just.
What's scary is that that's probably true. I mean, obviously we don't know, but if you can chuck your dog over nothing because you're upset about something, you could definitely do it again if you're upset that the whole internet's coming down on you. That's what worries me about these kind of cases, is that if he's called out for mistreating the dog, he'll probably be more inclined to mistreat her because he probably blames her for him being called out. Because he's probably like, oh, if she had never got up, I would have never had to do that, and now the whole internet wouldn't be after me. Jeff's not too far off here.
Look, I'm a dog lover. I had Nerf till he was 17. He took care of himself, but he was an adult.
Okay, you're a dog lover, then don't condone what happens. Don't say you don't care that you'll still associate with him. If you want to associate with him, that's fine. Just don't say you don't care about it. Don't be like, I don't care about the dog, I care more about clout, because that's basically what he said. And again, like we said, maybe he is feeling empathy for him because Jeff himself doesn't want to be canceled for what he did, even though everyone overlooked that, by the way. He shouldn't get away with that. And Hassan shouldn't get away with the mistreatment of his dog.